Welcome to My Assigned Tasks. Your assigned tasks are located on your home page under the user overview. In this example, it shows we have one new assigned task, and over here in parentheses it shows two. So what that means is there's, as it says, one new assigned task, so you haven't read it yet, and then the two means you actually have a total of two assigned tasks in your assigned task box. So when I click on the link, I'll see both tasks. The one that's new is going to be highlighted in yellow. And Tommy Sager here, this one I've already read. And to demonstrate if you've read it or not, you actually have to click on the view icon, and that'll change it from being new just to being an assigned task. So in this example, I'm Michelle Bishop. The message, my task is, please return this client's call as soon as possible. And over here, I want to point out, it's saying who assigned it to you. And of course, it's assigned to myself, Mark, the due date, and the days after the due date. So in the top example, Tommy, the due date actually hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen tomorrow is when I need to complete this task. This other one for Michelle, the due date is today, and that's why it's showing 0. So I'm going to go into Michelle's file. Also from here, I can click on the docs icon. That'll take me right into that account year's account uploads page if I want to just look at their documents uploaded. But I'm going to go ahead and click on the view icon to shoot into Michelle's file. From here, I can get a whole picture, obviously, of what's going on with Michelle because I'm inside of her client file, but it's going to take me right to the task notes information section because that's where this task was assigned to me. But as you know, you also can have an office event assigned to you. You can have multiple things assigned to you. So when you click on the view icon, it'll take you to wherever that note was assigned. So from here, I have done, which is highlighted in yellow. That means this task has not been completed yet. And here's my message showing it's assigned to me. So from here, I'm just going to click on the edit icon. And let's say I called Michelle back, but I wasn't able to get in touch with her. So I can quickly, with my predefined note, go ahead and say return call, left voice message. That's going to create my message here. So I did what I was supposed to do. I tried to call her back. So I'm going to actually click done, and then I'm going to save it. So now the file is properly documented. So now when I go back to my home page, now I just have one assigned task. And of course, it's not highlighted in red because it's not new. Now, if you edit this task, I'm going to go into Tommy's file. And again, it takes me right to the task notes because that's where it was assigned to me. Over here in the assigned and due date column, that's where I'm getting where it says a due date is -1. So my due date's 11/27. My assigned date, when it actually displays in my assigned task, is 11/24. So it was sitting there for a couple days. Now, if I select the edit pencil, and actually don't even have to do anything, but Adam thinks that I just edited this note and I save it. And now when I go back to my home page, it's going to say I have one new assigned task. So if anybody edits a task, does anything to it, selecting the edit pencil, Adam's going to think it's new, and then you need to then probably reread the note because maybe somebody added to that note. So now it's just going to display as new. Again, when I click on my assigned task, it's going to highlight in yellow so you'll know which ones you haven't actually looked at closely, and the ones that you have, they wouldn't be highlighted at all. One more thing I'd like to point out up here in the title bar here, my assigned task where it has view, you can look at what's received, you can look at the ones you've sent, if they're open or not. So these are tasks that you've assigned to people. You can look at the closed ones. You can look at tasks for, obviously this is defaulting to myself, but I can look at anybody else's tasks. And it would be, in this case, these are ones that have been sent, but they're closed out, and I can reset the date. It's going to default to 90 days out. And view task by the following date, it's going to default to the current date, but you can also change this date too. So this information up here is actually controlled on your user page in the security information section, as we probably don't want everyone to see everybody else's assigned tasks. So this is usually allowed for the administrator or the office manager, but that all is controlled on the user page for that individual. That's all I have for my assigned tasks. Thank you.